we turned the pontoon around and I went and smashed a foot-long sub, waited
Smart.
1 hour and drove to Cleveland.
That's a good
Water. Not great.
Turn this pontoon around.
Literally. Welcome back to Lakeshow Podcast, presented by Jack in the Box. If you're enjoying the show, you can check out more original podcasts from our Spectrum News journalists on the Spectrum News app. Just head to the podcast section to listen to the latest episodes. You can download the Spectrum News app on the App Store or Google Play. Time now for a round of Bucket or Brick, presented by Jack in the Box. Speaking on the Jared Vanderbilt injury,
you really
that
gave
was
it
for
your
my
all
guy
there.
in the back who loves Jack in the Box.
good job.
Speaking, his name is Brett. On the Jared Vanderbilt injury, in the article released on ESPN.com, quote, his absence has also prevented the Lakers front office from fully evaluating the needs of its roster as trade season approaches, end quote. You touched on this. Bucket or brick, Jared Vanderbilt's absence prevents the front office from evaluating roster needs. Should you just...
I'm going brick. I'm going brick on that.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, because to me, they should proceed as if Jared Vanderbilt will not be back. And also, even if he does come back, as far as something like wing defense or two-way wings, which I would say is the number one need for this team, it's not like Vando coming back solves that by himself. You're going to need more wing defense. You're going to need two-way wings, whether Jared Vanderbilt is available or not. So to me, it shouldn't actually prevent it unless I guess you're trying to move Vanderbilt specifically and his inability to get on the court makes it difficult to move him. But otherwise, no, to me, it shouldn't, because I feel like the needs are there with or without him.
Yeah, I'll brick it too. I feel like you already know what you get with him. You get your 7 or 8 points a game. You get stellar defense. I think that's kind of baked into the equation. He's not going to show up and start hitting 5 threes a game. But yeah, you need to know what he looks like when he does play. And the trade deadline is, a little over 2 months away. It always seems so far away when the season starts, AK. And then all of a sudden you're like, yeah, we're 2 months away. Yeah, we're 1 month away. Yeah, we're 2 days away.
Well, we're
from the
getting to
trade
December 15th, and that marks, the first date where a lot of guys become available.
I believe about 20% of the league.
We are in December, Allie.
Yeah, Allie, is that crazy? Have you done any shopping yet, Allie, by the way?
I have.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm impressed.
You know who I bought for
Who?
already?
Me.
Our makeup artists.
Why, look at you.
Good for you.
Yeah.
They
Keep them
deserve
happy.
it.
They make us
I
look
hope
good.
you hear me in the makeup room when I say that.
They work very hard. They deserve it.
I actually
do.
bought for Brett Nacho already.
Nice.
Yeah.
Some Jack in the Box?
Nacho just side-eyed you so hard. Brett,
Jack
you
in
think
the
he's
box.
crazy, huh?
Jack in the Box.
Bucket. Speaking of that, really quick, Jack in the Box, one of our makeup artists, her cousin, is such a fan of the way Billy Mack says Morongo and Jack in the Box.
Good times.
Oh, to the point where Marissa's like, maybe I could get him to wish her a happy birthday with like a little cameo of Jack in the Box.
Billy Mack has wired the art of being Billy Mack.
So good.
Like, he is
Incredible.
perfect.
So good.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Love
Not
Billy.
all of us can be ourselves to the full extent.
Billy.
So just so you
Is
know.
Billy Mack on Cameo, by the way?
We're going to make one.
Yeah. Well, he'll
Just
do
for
it
her.
for free for Marissa.
Yeah, it was so funny. I was
gotta run
like,
it past
she
Marissa.
goes, she would just love that birthday gift. I'm like, Billy
Yeah,
Mack saying, okay, yes, I hear you.
I bet if we FaceTimed him right now, he'd probably pick
When
it.
I did the game with him last year, that first one in Utah, and he did it, I literally had to remove my microphone because I was just thinking of that, laughing so hard. And he looked at me kind of like, what the? It's so funny.
Should we try to get Billy
Little
Mack
do
on the
you
phone?
know you have a person out there that loves.
Okay, wait a minute. So this is a little bit behind the curtain. So each one of those, like Jack in the Box and Good Times, those are all live.
Some are done pre-tape because it's before the game, and so
Sure.
it's during while they're getting ready to go on
Right.
air, right? And then a lot of those reads are live.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of them are live.
Wow.
That's when the person
Incredible.
reaches over, the stage manager reaches over and throws the round of note cards that are
Salute
laminated.
to Billy Mack, man.
Yeah,
It's the best.
yeah,
The one and only.
that's a
He
great job.
is.
All right. You were
Like
a
enough
bucket.
Billy Mack talk.
Bucket or
Move on.
brick. JJ Redick, after the loss to the Nuggets, said their second half performance was an aberration. After the loss to the T-Wolves, he said it's looking more and more like it's not an aberration. Bucket or brick, the Lakers' bad performances in second halves are an aberration.
I'm going to brick this. Like, to me, an aberration, the Lakers last year being bottom 5 in 3-pointers made and 3-pointers attempted. That was an aberration because, I'm sorry, that was not an aberration because it was a season-long trend. Like, I don't know, to me, I might be arguing against myself. I don't remember the damn question, but no, I want to see more bad second halves before I call it
You
an
have
aberration.
me questioning what an aberration is.
Yeah, I was sitting there too. I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
what?
Am I redefining the word aberration?
Okay.
I feel like it's too. Plus, he used it like a double negative to describe the aberration himself, JJ. It's too soon to call it an aberration or anything like that.
Can I say it's a bucket and a brick? Because, like Brez said,
I think I just
not
did.
enough information.
Right.
Like, it has been
Thank you
a
for cleaning it up.
recent. It has been a recent trend.
Yes.
I don't know if for the small sample size of 21 games, there's been enough to qualify as aberration or not aberration. I will say this: it needs to stop.
That's a good start.
How about that?
I will bucket that.
Yeah,
that's
there
an
you go.
absolute bucket. Yeah.
All right. Bucket or brick? LeBron James will score 25-plus points in Miami on Wednesday night. Can you believe that man averaged 25 or 21 straight years?
I know.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
You know what? I'm going to try to speak this into existence. Bucket. Bucket.
Great.
Bucket. Just
Yeah.
because.
Just because.
Just because.
Yeah, I mean, he's back in, you said Miami, right? Not the Atlanta game, Miami. He's back in Miami, yeah. I mean, he likes playing in Cleveland, likes playing in Miami. It will happen. You know, maybe he'll remind all of us that he's still got some game left.
Got it. Last one, bucket or brick. The Lakers' biggest need is a wing player, not a center. Bucket or brick. The Lakers' biggest need is a wing,
Go
not
ahead,
a center.
AK.
Oh, that is a big time bucket.
Yeah, you
I'll
just
give it even
alluded to it.
2 buckets. Absolutely.
Double bucket.
Because to me, they could use an upgrade for backup big, particularly with Jackson Hayes not available. Like, I think Christian Coloco's actually done pretty well, pressed into this duty, but they need someone with more experience. But that guy, particularly once the playoffs rolls around, the role is only going to be so big because Anthony Davis is the best player on this team, which makes him by definition the best center on this team. So he's going to get the bulk of those minutes. They have more of a widespread need for wing defenders, wings in general, two-way wings if possible. So yes.
You know who is second in the West right now? The Houston Rockets. They have so many young athletic wings that Cam Whitmore is not even playing for them. He's been in the G League most of the season. So this is an absolute bucket over and over and over. It used to be shooting. I would have said shooting a month ago, maybe even 2 weeks ago, but the advent of Dalton Connect, I'm just going to keep going. They did not shoot well yesterday, and Dalton Connect has had a 2-game swoon, I guess you could call it. Would that be an aberration? I don't even know.
Do you do advent calendars?
Yeah, as a kid, for sure. I loved advent calendars. Yeah.
Squirrel.
Do you?
Is it chocolate? Is it mini alcohol bottles? Is
Ooh,
it?
I've never had a mini alcohol bottle one.
No.
That could be good.
Maybe that'll be your Christmas gift.
Oh, thank you. Now that you got the makeup
We
artist
have
taken
2
care of.
advent calendars in our home.
Ooh, what do you have?
Well, one of them, honestly, I don't know what's in either one of them. It's totally my wife's department.
Don't you open the days?
It's honestly the advent calendar is none of my business. Like my side of the family pays no attention to it.
Oh, okay.
I don't really understand what it is, but I just know we have 2 of them.
It's a little treat a day.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you guys have an
understand
elf
the
in your
concept.
house?
We do not have an elf in our house.
You do not.
No, I help. Look, I love helping decorate the Christmas tree and putting all the stuff all over the house, but that is truly my wife's department.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Nacho Brett, do you guys have elves in your house? First year for it. Oh, first year? What's its name? Elfie?
That
Well
sounds,
done.
That sounds made up.
Nacho, do you guys have an elf? No? You have little kiddos, right? Yeah. Elf on the shelf, you mean? Yeah, the elf on the shelf. Yeah.
That can be really traumatizing because I've heard of families that forget to move the elf. You have to move it every night, right? And the kid sees it,
Brett.
hasn't moved.
Don't mess it up.
Yeah.
She did?
Well, do not traumatize your kids. Hide the elf every damn day, guys.
I feel like you also need to explain to your kid, like, no, really, it's a toy. We are moving this, because otherwise, I feel like that could
This
be.
is a family-friendly show.
I just feel like that could be super traumatizing.
What
like
next?
this
There's
elf
no
is
Easter
just
bunny?
This elf is just moving all over the place by itself. Like if a kid doesn't understand it, that could be very frightening.
Well, yeah, when you don't move it, it thinks the elf is dead, apparently.
There's no perfect way to handle the elf on the shelf.
Maybe he got an alcohol advent calendar. That's for another day. Thanks to you for listening to the Lake Show podcast presented by Jack in the Box. If you like what you hear, leave us a rating and review on your favorite podcast app. We want to hear from you. Send us your questions. Hit us up on X. Really. Clifton Net, Geeter3, and Mike _ Bresnahan. Until next week. What's your social handle?
At Cam Brothers.
He'll hit you with the AK. So you know it's him. Did you know there's a new way to watch your favorite team, and it's available exclusively to Spectrum customers this season? You can watch Lakers games on Spectrum SportsNet Plus with the NBA app on us when you add internet and at least one mobile line. This offer is a slam dunk total value of $194.99. To learn more, head to spectrum.com/getlakers.